Let's go through the possibilities. Let's imagine for now that halts of TSIF is true, that TSIF terminates. This means that after a finite number of steps, TSIF must return a value. Well, let's go through and see what that value is. We go in here, and if halts TSIF, well, actually, we were just assuming that was true, so we'll definitely take this then branch. We loop forever. So we assumed that TSIF halted, but now we seem to be looping forever. That is a contradiction, and it makes me super unhappy. By the way, cutely, sometimes people in mathematics, rarely, but sometimes, draw crossed swords to show a contradiction. That's, of course, near and dear to my heart, so we'll use that. So when we thought the procedure halted, its source code made it loop forever. Well, so if it's not one, it must be the other. Let's try the other approach. Let's say that we think that TSIF does not halt, so it should loop forever. So let's run it and see it looping forever. We get in here. Is halts TSIF true? No, we just assumed it was false. Okay, so we go down to the else branch and we, immediately return. That's kind of annoying because we were assuming that it doesn't halt, that it loops forever. Neither of those options are possible. And this is also tricky. There's no possible value for halts that works out. No matter what you do, it ends up being wrong. And this is why we could never have a procedure like halts that worked in the real world. Even if you thought it worked on some cases, there's one evil case, at least, where it doesn't. TSIF, this sentence is false. It's a paradox. And the essence of a paradox like this is self-reference. This sentence talks about itself. This sentence asserts its own falsehood. Similarly, the source code for TSIF talks about whether or not TSIF halts. This is the computer programming equivalent of a natural language paradox like this sentence is false. If I ask you, is this sentence true? Well, that can't be right because then it would truthfully be asserting that it's false, so that's a contradiction. If I ask you, is this sentence false? Well, then we'd invert it and have it be asserting that it was true. Another contradiction. None of these work. It's the same problem in natural language or in computer science. You may have heard a similar version of this called the barber paradox, which is typically phrased as something like, the barber cuts the hair of each person in this village who does not cut its own hair. And the question is, does the barber do a self-haircut or not? It's a lot like this sentence is false, but one level removed. You may also have heard Epimenides' paradox, all Cretans are liars, I'm a Cretan. Just like this sentence is false, but one step removed.